Rocking the leather jacket today. Welcome. My name is Kate Putnam. I'm the psychology-driven brand strategist. Here on my YouTube channel, we talk about all things branding, business, psychology, and today I wanted to create a fun video for you about how to set up your home office for staying productive, giving you tips you probably haven't thought of. Now, maybe you have a whole beautiful home office like I am so grateful to have, or maybe you're just setting up a little corner of your living room or your bedroom. You don't need to have a ton of space, and it doesn't have to be super complicated to fuel your productivity. All you really need is a place to sit, your desktop or your laptop, and whatever tools that you need to do your job. And for most of us online entrepreneurs, that's literally just our laptop or our computer. It does not have to be complicated, but there's some extra things that we can think about to make our workspace just a pleasure to be in. Let's start with the basics. If you have access to some natural light, it is such a natural mood booster. Plus, it's really fantastic for recording video. You don't need to have a softbox or a beauty light or anything. If you have some really great window light, check that out. It's so pretty. Windows, and actually open up the blinds, open up the shades, and get some of that beautiful natural light coming into your workspace. I really want to get one of those like really cool standing desks with maybe a treadmill underneath it, but I haven't done that yet. Always have paper nearby because my brain doesn't think without pen and paper in my hand to capture some of those fleeting thoughts that run through my head. The other thing that I like to have on my desktop are little affirmations and or little talismans that make me feel happy. It does help to keep me focused and on track and just feeling good about the work that I'm doing. Little reminders, notes to self. Mine says, I am here to experience happiness. I need to practice freedom, remove restriction. My focus is on self-expression, balance, harmony. This came from working with a coach. And then I have some rocks that I collected at Everest Base Camp and some other little crystals and stuff that I like to have. Something else that you really want to make sure that you're paying attention to is what your background is going to be when you are on a video call, on a Zoom call. We spend so much time on video these days that it really pays to be mindful of your background. And let me show you mine. All right. So this is going to look familiar if you have watched any of the podcasts or if you've been on a video call with me. If you can set up like a little corner of your wall to be ready whenever you switch your video on, it just adds so much to the level of professionalism, perceived authority that you have. And of course, it shouldn't matter, but it does. We humans are visual creatures. In my background, you'll see some other pieces that I like to keep handy. So I have all of my branding reference manuals in terms of like copywriting, logo design, symbolism, etc. I always like to have hats within arm's length, especially if I'm having a bad hair day, so that I can throw that on when I'm having a video call and I want to look a little bit more put together. Next, if you are creating video content regularly, it can be such a massive time saver to have a little corner in your house set up as your set. Having like two sets, one for your Zoom calls and one for recording your like actual content is extra, I know, but it is such a productivity hack. I have the art on the wall that is on brand in my brand colors, brand themes. I have the soft boxes that I purchased off of Amazon for super cheap. I think it was like $50 or $60 for a set of 2 that I keep in my office. I keep a side chair here in the corner so that whenever inspiration strikes, I can just sit down and turn the camera on, and it is that easy. I like to keep a rack of clothes in my office so that, especially when I'm creating a batch of content, I can just throw on a new blazer or change the top of my outfit and it doesn't look like I recorded 6 videos in a row. It also adds some really nice soundproofing or like sound echo dampening effects to the room. I am a weird bird, that is for sure. And then last but not least, I like to have a brainstorming space. Walking out of the light here, right behind me is my big poster board and easel that I can use to plan my strategies. So brainstorming list. Also love to celebrate new students that are coming into my different programs, and I'll just have like lists of their names up there, adding to the vibes here in the office. On brand little pieces that decorate my background here. Everything was chosen to fit in with my brand aesthetic so that I'm reinforcing my brand identity and brand message, no matter what people are getting a glimpse of here in my office space. The other thing to think about, especially if you are a content creator, is your video and audio tech. So I will link below the actual camera, the microphones, and the connecting cables and all of that stuff that I use to create really high quality video, both when I'm sitting at my desk behind my computer and when I am recording here on YouTube. So those are some fun things that you'll find in my office that I recommend that you think about for your own workspace to keep you productive, happy, high vibe, all of those things, and growing your brand.